Hey there, how's it going? Just wanted to record another video in reference to another blog that I wrote called in the Fitness Over 40 series called You Gotta Move. Just wanted to expand on it a little bit, go over some points, and just kind of connect with you in regards to how important it is to keep moving through our entire lives. I say in the blog and just in life in general, when you stop moving, you die. We see that a lot in people who have worked for 25, 30 years. They retire and they stop doing things. They end up sitting in a chair. They don't want to do anything. Their body starts to basically decay, and makes it very, very challenging to just stay healthy at that point. So I want to really focus on the fact of just overall movement in general. We can get into nitty-gritty and specifics of the types of exercises and things like that, but ultimately you want to keep moving for as long as you possibly can. And the more you do it, the more consistent you do it, the better off you're going to be. None of us want to end up needing help getting off the toilet or putting on our clothes. So this is a contributing factor, really, to not having that and being independent for a very, very long period of time. That being said, why is this such a hard thing in this day and age with our technology and all the things that we have available to us? The technology that we've created has been purposely made to make our lives better. That's the reason why we've made a lot of these technologies, is to improve our lives and make things easier, so we don't have to go out and do things physically to the extent that we used to, and that's a big detriment. So exercising and putting it into the calendar as an important part of the day, as it would be like if you had to till the garden or milk the cows or anything like that, go out and find your food. Obviously, we go out and find our food at the local grocery store, and it's not very hard. You just kind of battle with getting a parking spot, pushing your cart, and dealing with some of the people in the grocery store. Right? It's not very exciting, although it is movement. It's not strenuous movement, which in turn is not challenging, which will not make you any stronger or healthier. That being said, with all this technology that we have, cars and the computers and things like that, we can order everything online, at a push of a button. We sit in our chairs now, recently more so, in front of the computer for hours and hours and hours and hours on end. Our body gets kind of stuck and decrepit and not moving and sitting in these chairs like this. So, the thinking about this in the title is Fitness Over 40. It's never too late to start any kind of exercise, and that's another blog that I wrote. But if you are sitting behind a computer at a desk for 8, 9, 10 hours a day, five days a week, you got to move. You have to figure out some way to get some kind of exercise in on a daily basis. It can be yoga, it can be weightlifting, it can be CrossFit, it can be cardio, it can be just about anything that elevates the heart rate, that creates some stimulus. Maybe you like to play basketball, doesn't matter, play tennis, whatever it is, swim. These things set the body up to maintain a physical level of health, bone density, muscle mass, hormone release, growth hormone, which is like the body's anti-aging hormone. It keeps all these things going. And once you hit 40, if you're trying to stay young looking, and we're trying to make ourselves look a certain way, we can take the easy route and we can get the Botox and we can get the tummy tuck and the chin tuck and put the lotion on our face and do all that kind of stuff, but we're not gonna beat it. We're not gonna beat getting older. You can't. But what you can do is through exercise and being consistent with that and pushing your body, you can slow it down tremendously. And you won't need those other things to make yourself look a certain way. I know it's a lot harder to do those things. That's okay. All right, that's okay. And again, if you want to go do the other things too, that's fine. That's your prerogative. But at the end of the day, the high intensity type of exercise is the key to the fountain of youth. Any way you want to look at it, all the studies have shown you can see people that do work out and take care of themselves in that manner consistently over the age of 40. They look a lot better. They feel a lot better. They're able to do a lot more things than somebody who doesn't exercise at all in their 40s and beyond. So kind of get into it a little bit about like how much to work out. Right now, if you're not doing anything, something, 2 days a week, put it in a calendar. It's an immovable day, an immovable time, no matter what, because you're important. Go out, exercise, go for a jog, go for a walk, play basketball, do something with your kids, go for a hike, just something that gets you moving, right? Feel like you got to win. You can wake up in the morning and do 30 air squats and 20 push-ups and you can do 30 air squats, 30 push-ups, and 30 sit-ups. Do it in the morning, do it at night. It takes maybe 10 minutes, right? There's no excuse in terms of what to do. You can just Google anything or Yahoo anything, and you can find 8 billion at-home exercises. Set it in the calendar, make it a priority. So starting off 2 to 3 days a week, that's plenty. Don't need to kill it. I recommend not killing it. Do that for a few weeks. Expectations, you really should, if you haven't done anything for a long time, expect to be sore, expect to be uncomfortable, expect for things to hurt. That's okay. That's just your body telling you, hey, you haven't done this in a long time, and we're going to start adapting to it real quick. You'll be surprised in a matter of just a few weeks how much easier things get, how much better you feel, especially if you start your day off with some kind of exercise. It's going to make everything in your life so much better. Again, going back to the discomfort of working out, especially in the beginning, don't be afraid of the pain. It's a good pain, all right? Maybe you've never played a sport or done anything active. It's okay. The soreness is okay. Joints may hurt a little bit. That's okay. Obviously, if you have an injury, something like that prevents you from moving in a certain way, you definitely want to get that checked out. But there's always something to do. Always something that you can do around any kind of injury. If you are injured, there is always something that you can do. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. And actually doing something physical, working out, getting that going will help that injury heal quicker. What's the cost of not moving? It's pretty big. We all know parents, grandparents, at sometimes in an early on age, 60s, 50s even, but 70s and 80s, they end up needing some kind of guidance, assistance to make sure that they're not falling down the stairs and things like that. So the cost can be pretty high. I'm not going to get into the medications and things like that, but if you are not moving and exercising, you're setting yourself up for failure, and you're either going to pay up front through a little bit of pain and sweat and feeling good, or you're going to pay later with maybe some kind of disease, chronic disease, or hurting yourself, breaking a hip, a leg, falling down the stairs, whatever it might be, and not really being able to recover from that. And once you've gone down that slippery slope, it's a lot harder to recover. Our bodies are really capable of some really amazing things. You'd be surprised at what you could do, both men and women. It doesn't matter. If you've always wanted to go water skiing or go skiing or, hike some huge mountain or something, you can do it. Absolutely, you can do it at any age. There's no reason why you can't. I'm here to tell you, we've seen and worked with people who had a hard time getting up off the floor their first initial couple workouts. And a couple years later, they're now pushing sleds down the driveway and doing the jump rope and doing a lot of the movements that they never thought they could. They're feeling better. They're looking stronger. Um, it's amazing what the body can do and how it can adapt. And God gave us a really amazing tool, and a lot of us are missing out on that. And it's you got to dig a little bit and go for it. So, kind of sum it up. Make this a quick one. You got to keep moving. Doesn't need to be anything crazy or any kind of scientific proven thing. Just start moving. Get going with something. Go for walks, hikes, whatever it might be. 2 to 3 times a week. Do it with a friend. Do it with your significant other. Do it with your kids. Especially for your kids, because you want to be around for when they have kids and your grandkids and all that kind of stuff, and be able to do things. You don't want to have to be the one sitting in a chair saying, "Oh, I can't move," anything like that. So that's about it. That's all I got for today. Go ahead and read the blog on AEROhealthandfitness.com. Under Fitness Over 40, You Gotta Move is the name of the blog. There's a couple links in there that link out to other parts of our blog and other information. If you have any questions or you'd really like to start something and you don't know where to start, you can always contact us at AEROhealthandfitness.com and select the button that says Start Your No Sweat Intro and schedule a time with us, either me or Denise. All right? It's great to see y'all. Hopefully you got something out of this, and stick around for some other articles and some other videos, Fitness Over 40 series. All right. See you soon.